Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Coffee chit chat time. So today I kind of wanted to talk about parking and places to sleep. And somebody had commented and asked me, like, as far as where, like in San Diego. And I can only talk about, like the places I've gone to. But I would highly, highly, highly recommend, if you're planning to sleep in your vehicle, is to download iOverlander. That app has really been such a big help. I have Allstays also, but I had to pay for that one, and I rarely use it. The main one I use is iOverlander. And it'll tell you like where you can get water, where you can get gas, where you can get propane, where you can do your laundry. What else? You have settings where you can pick, what you want to try to find, where you can sleep at night. And I love that people put comments of their experience. So, and they're dated. So let's say 2 years ago, somebody slept there and they didn't have an issue, but then you see a current comment where now they say, I stayed here, but now there's no parking signs from like 2 to 5, or we got a knock on the door. So there's places where, people comment, so it stays updated. I like that. And then sometimes, like, you'll see red, written in red, where it says, this area is closed. And then, like, just to not go there. So anyways, that's a great app to have. And, one thing I've noticed as far as parking is, like, let's say that there's a spot. And, like, for instance, I'll tell you the one in San Diego. There was a spot up on a road. It was a perfect spot, honestly. And it overlooked, it was like right next to it was in like a commercial industrial area. So there was no residents, no homes. And so on one side it was all commercial buildings. And then the other side, it was like a nursery. So you had, and then you overlooked the ocean. It was perfect. It was honestly perfect. So you wake up, or at nighttime you see, city lights and everything, and then you wake up in the morning and you've got, beautiful flowers, and then also ocean view. So it was just ideal. So of course people are gonna go there. But I think it's a place where people park their car and then they use it to go running or walking or whatever. And then the RVs and the vans started coming, and it was fine until people started, like, pretty much taking up residence there. And it wasn't that they were being, filthy or dirty or loud. It was just that they were taking up the space of the people that wanted to park there. So now they have a regulation that, you can't park there if you're basically a van or an RV. And my suggestion is, if you find an ideal place, and let's say you share it, like, go there late and leave early. Like, don't stay there all day long, because then you become an eyesore to the locals, and then they get the police involved, But if you're like stealth, under the radar, you're coming in late, you're leaving early, like, who's gonna complain about that? And okay, so I'll share some things that have helped me. Like, I think parking near industrial places is ideal, but again, leave early. Or luxury apartment complexes, again, leave early, and don't take up the spots of the people that live there, because a lot of times those people, they don't have a garage, and so they need to park near their place of residence. And so try to park maybe away a little bit, so that they have less distance to walk to their apartment, but you're still in that area. What else? I wouldn't suggest malls and grocery stores and all that stuff. I wouldn't suggest that. I would just basically suggest near like community parks, near just offices. But again, leave early, stay late, or get in late and leave early, and then you won't be bothered. And then try not to congregate. Try not to go where there's a lot of other people, or spread out. That's just my suggestion, you know, so it doesn't ruin it for everybody else. And leave, you know, travel, go a little bit further and go to the next city, and you know, but be careful, know the cities, you know, like sometimes I'll go to other cities nearby, but I'm very aware, I'm very, you know, like I went to go do laundry the other day, and you know, there's an armed security guard in the front, and I'm like, okay, and then a liquor store, and I'm thinking, okay, I definitely wouldn't go there at night. But yeah, just beware of like cars, the type of cars, just, I don't know, just pay attention to your surroundings, and you know, you'll know where you're safe. And always give yourself a way out, you know, like when I park, I try not to park when I'm on the, you know, on the road, on the curb. I try not to park where somebody can box me in. So let's say that there's a curb, and then, you know, there's a point where it starts to get red. You know, there's white, there's clear, and then there's red. I will park up to like right at the red. That way I know no one's gonna park in front of me, otherwise they're gonna be in the red zone. Or I'll back up, and then the red zone, you know, is behind me. That way I know I can back up and I can leave. There's no one that can be in front of me or behind me if I'm parked next to a red zone. So that's another thing. I mean, when you have a car like mine, a vehicle like mine, like you need all the space. I always think, what if other people arrive, you know? Like I've gone to places where there's plenty of room, and I go walk the dogs, and all of a sudden I've got cars all around me, and I'm stuck there because I have to have enough room to like maneuver out. You know, I've got the tailspin, you know, it's a big rig, so I need enough space in front of me and on the side of me, you know, to move. And you know, you get stuck one or two times and you learn that lesson. So I try to park away where I know like people don't want to walk. People are just I hate to say it, but people are lazy, and so they want to walk, they want to park the closest they can to their destination. So for me, it's like it benefits me to park furthest away, you know, and I'm there to walk anyways. Like it's not gonna hurt me, you know. So anyways, yeah, I just thought I would share that, you know, nothing in particular. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go next. I kind of just feel, I don't know, I've never felt this before, where I don't know where to go. And honestly, it wouldn't like hurt me to just stay put, because I'm seeing like gas prices like $6. So it's like, it does, like the other day, you know, like I drove from Huntington to San Diego thinking I'm gonna go, you know, to Carlsbad and then, you know, lower San Diego and check it out. And I just turned around and came back. And that was an expensive lesson, you know, because A, I didn't check iOverlander ahead of time. So I didn't know that that perfect place was closed off. And I don't know where else to park there. Actually, I do know some places, but I just didn't feel it. You know, I just don't know, just something wasn't like drawing me there. So, I just went back to Huntington, and then I went to Irvine, and then where else I go? Oh, I had stopped at San Clemente and Laguna, and something is just not, I don't know. I'm not getting like super restless, but there is a sense of like, what am I supposed to do? You know, where am I supposed to go? And so until I figure it out, I just need to chill. And, you know, maybe I'm supposed to be in a certain area, and even though I'm not seeing something new, maybe I'm there for a different purpose. I just have to trust, you know, how I'm feeling. Anyways, well, that's it. That's it. I would love questions. I would love for you guys to kind of, you know, interact and ask me questions. I haven't been on the road that long, so I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you from my experience, like, and what has helped me in, good Lord, I can't believe I've been on the road 6 months. Like, it has flown. And I feel like we've already like gone through the hardest part, which was the cold. So it's like, I feel like right now is perfect. Like, the weather's perfect. Just everything is just perfect. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. Yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy, you know, like, just this time. The crowds aren't here, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't have like this urgency to like leave California. I just need to figure out like where I want to go in California. Like, do I want to go north, way north? Do I want to go south, way south, you know? More inland? Not really. I don't want to go inland. I really love the coast. So I'm just going to hang around the coast until probably the crowds come in, or who knows, you know? It's one of those things where you just take it day by day. I mean, nobody says that you have to have this plan and destination, you know? So we'll just take it day by day. And I gotta show you guys, I'll add a little clip of this little thing that I found. I find all kinds of things. I find like, one day I'll do a video on all the things I have like collected. And but this thing, I mean, honestly, like, I love it. I haven't used it yet, but you can use it at the beach, you can use it at the park. And yeah, I know I'm gonna use it, and it fits perfectly in my rig. And yeah, the story behind it is, there was a little family, you know, like a husband, wife, 2 kids, and they were starting a bonfire, and they were using this to block the wind. It was a really windy night, so they were using this thing to block the wind, and it actually helped. But as soon as they were done with it, they threw it in the trash. And I was watching them, and I'm thinking, they did not just throw that in the trash. That thing is like in perfect condition. And I'm like, man, you have money to burn. And actually, here, that's one of the things. They did have money to burn, because look, I collected this after they had left. Well, actually the next day. This is what they used to start their bonfire. This is like their kindling, right? It's not real, but I'm thinking like, good Lord, they did have money to burn. So it's all these like $100 bills. Oh, I gotta wash my hands now. Smell like bonfire. So yeah, I got money to burn. I thought that was funny. Anyways, yeah. So they got in their little Tesla and took off, and I'm thinking, I'm grabbing that thing. So I grabbed it and stuck it in the back of my rig, and I pulled it out yesterday to check it out. And honestly, like, I'll show you right now. It's in perfect condition. Now I have to figure out how to close it up. Look at that. it fits perfect in there. I just learned how to twist and turn it. And it's the right size.